cheap place to concourse out here at the beach. Auto on route, there's some solid edification comes out. You get the camera set up, and let's go. So shalom. So we are the Hebrew Israelites. You come in, week out, to teach you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Seminole Indians to come back to your nationality and to chat down Babylon. And we got a lot of things going on when it pertains to biblical prophecy. You have in the Philippines, the Philippine president who just announced Mad Max or jail in San Francisco. They've implemented the mandate of the Mad Max on all city employees. In Moscow, they did the same thing with people who work in the service industry and certain jobs. They're going door to door in certain neighborhoods. I believe in this brother's neighborhood, they're going door to door. Tell them about it.
Yeah, in City Heights, they have the San Diego Outreach, and basically what they did is they actually text my phone to say we're going to be coming by door to door.
Yep.
And then they also, on the highways, like the I-5, the 94 and stuff, they actually have things, saying to go get vaccinated, jab.
Go get your jabba jabba.
Slovakia, go jabba jabba. And so they're pushing it hard over here in San Diego.
Yep. And then in certain neighborhoods in Augusta, Georgia, certain rural neighborhoods like in the Jersey coast, they're doing the same thing. They have the CV-19 corpse, the Jabba Jabba crew, going door to door in Jake neighborhoods. And they're doing the same thing in Los Angeles County with the operation under the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department called Operation Homebound, where they're basically taking people who are sitting there drooling on themselves and they're inoculating them by force with militarized police forces. And people basically looking like they just came from, the doctor's office with lab coats on, basically, And that's coming neighborhood to neighborhood with FEMA and the National Guard and the Gerber troops coming up soon, So before we get into any of that, let's turn to the east and give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the head apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well and teach well with sound doctrine. Shalom to the elders and the elder bishops of Great Millstone as well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to all the sincere Akyam and Akwat who do subscribe to this truth. A hearty shalom to the men out there on the highways and byways, highways and hedges, preaching and teaching in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and risking their freedom, now more so than ever, especially in these times, making their bodies a living sacrifice out there on the highways and byways, highways and hedges with the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy, which allows men to go into the scriptures and bring our understanding on a high level. And last but not least, a hearty shalom to the Men of Valor Camp, Men of Valor Army, New Jersey, NYC, South Carolina, DTA Camp, Philly, Baltimore, Jersey, NYC. First camp I ever heard the truth from, Isaiah 62 verses 6 through 7. Those that make mention of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, keep not silence. Give him no rest day or night. To Jerusalem is a praise in the earth. So you just had America bomb, I believe, Syria yesterday. And Syria bombed the American base that they had out there in Syria back. So you have Lebanon and the Amalekites over there are still going head up, bombing each other. That's going to eventually lead to World War III, And you have certain countries like China that are implementing draconian measures on the citizens, man. In China, you can't access a long list of websites. I went into those websites yesterday on the lesson I did. Also, you have them doing a hunt down on religious texts, And that's coming to Babylon pretty soon. That's what this thing is about in Canada, with online hate speech. That's setting the stage, for draconian measures to be taking on anybody speaking out against the New World Order, man. If you're telling people not to take the yo jabba jabba, the punch for the lunch, pretty soon you're gonna get that letter in the mail, that email with the court date and a fine. That's what YouTube guidelines is all about, man. and through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai, you know, we're set to come out into the streets and declare these things, you know, and to declare that these things will not prevail when it comes to the elect, man, you know. So no further rambling, let's get into the scriptures. Let's start with Romans 13:11. I'll get 2nd Ezra 9, 1 through 8. Any precepts in the comment board? Shalom, shalom, shalom. So Romans 13:11. And I'll get 2nd Ezra.
All the way down there.
Yeah. Romans 13:11.
Okay, Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Yep. Gone. Is that it? Is that the whole thing?
Yep.
So it's high time to wake up out of sleep. You know, you have these people pushing RFID technology right in front of your face. You know, you have these people setting up draconian measures through what's called the Delta variant right in front of your face, man. You know, Dr. Fauci, you know, telling people that the Delta variant is the scariest thing ever invented in mankind history. Go hide under the bed, you know, and shake at the report of Esau Edom, and make sure you take 2 shots and call me in the morning, you know. And Esau Edom is going to use the Delta variant and his medium, you know, his magites and sorcerers, to scare the shit out of everybody who believes his report, man. You know, you see that happening, you know, step by step. You know, these people are setting the stage to come down with great wrath, and they're using the Delta variant as the new boogeyman, man, as well as the ransomware attack. You have the National Guard, who just did an exercise for a blackout, you know, a shutdown of the electronical grid. And that's setting the stage for when the real blackout happens. You have the World Economic Forum doing something called the Cyber Polygon. That's an event that happens July 9th. And it's an exercise, just like Event 201, that's a simulation of a ransomware attack, a cyber attack, and a shutdown of the electronical grid. Why are they doing that? That's Esau prophesying on the left-hand side, letting his plans be known right in front of your face. If you have the eye salve, the eyes to see, and the ears to hear, the ears to discern, you know? Let's get second Ezra 9, 1 through 8. I'll get Isaiah 46:10 after that. Since I'm in Isaiah, I'm gonna get 10:1 as well, because that's what they're doing. Setting unrighteous decrees, you know? So I'm gonna get Isaiah 10:1 first. We'll just roll through the spirit though.
But you said 2nd Ezra
9, 1 through 8. I'll get this first. So this is what they're doing as well. Decreeing unrighteous decrees, you know, and woe unto them, man. Because all those unrighteous decrees are going to work against the non-desirables, man. You know, the elect will get the victory, man. And we're set to come out here into the streets, into the chief place of concourse, and declare the victory, man. You know, and great boldness, man. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and their right grievousness which they have prescribed. And that's what they're doing. They're decreeing unrighteous decrees. You know, Mad Max, or we're throwing you in the jail. That's an unrighteous decree, man. You know, and there's Jakes spread amongst those Japhites out there, man. Like Manny Pacquiao, you know, in the land of the Philippines, you have a lot of Jakes because of what happened to the Northern Kingdom. You had a lot of Northern Kingdom who were shipped off into those lands. You know, Europe, North Africa. You know, they went into slavery first. They went on ships first. And to you so-called Negro only, to you so-called Negro only Israelites, man, you know, you need to do your research, you know, on who actually went into captivity first. It was the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and Taino Indians who went into captivity first. And that was in the 1500s when the conquistadors came over here, man. So you have a lot of Israelites who are in the land of the Philippines today, you know?
2nd Ezra 9, 1 through 8.
Yeah. Shop.
He answered me and then said, measure thou time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before.
Yep. Measure thou the time diligently, man. And how do you measure? This is the measuring stick. The prophecies, you know? That's how you measure, you know? You use the scriptures as the measuring stick, you know?
Alright. 2nd Ezra 9:2. And thou shalt understand that is the very same time whereas the highest will begin to visit the world which he had made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, thou will understand that thou most high spoke of those things from the days that were before thee.
Yep. And you see that happening on a worldwide scale. You see uproars of the people. You know, people are protesting the governments, man. Like in Colombia, you know, people are doing that in Babylon when the pandemic first broke out. You have people taking to the streets, burning cars, you know. Yeah, all that, man, you know. And that's gonna come full-fledged when this second, third lockdown in certain areas that have already had a second lockdown comes, man. You know, and you can see them setting the stage for it. You know, the new boogeyman is the Delta variant, man. That's the new boogeyman, man. You know, and the ransomware attack and the blackout, that's the new boogeyman, you know. Delta variant is like, that's the new that might be the new strike word. You keep on saying that, you know, live stream may get cut. Yeah. But oh well, man. You know, we're going to keep on shutting down Babylon, man. But the Delta variant is going to be Esau, Edom's new excuse to come down with great wrath. Can you get Revelation 12 and 12? I'll just get it. I'm right here. I'll get it. Sometimes keep that second message open. I got another precept. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore, rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And that's why this man is implementing those draconian measures, man. You know, that's the serpent turning into the dragon, man. You know, using his legal system, his magites and sorcerers, man. You know. Can you get a wisdom solid in 2 and 11? And hold second measures. I'll get Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will send upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer will I am approved. And setting upon your watch means measuring the time diligently through the scriptures and through the prophecies, man. You know, watching the trends, watching the news, you know, watching RT news, the local news, you know, national news, watching other Akim's videos, man. You know, Habakkuk 2 and 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. And as soon as you get the understanding, you're supposed to go out there on the highways and byways and the highways and hedges in the chief place of concourse and declare, thus say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Prophesy against Mount Seir, you know. And then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness, you know, before the face of such that has afflicted him, man, and made no account of his labors, man, roughly paraphrasing. Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And if you go into that word tarry, it means to drag, you know, word slip in my mind. It means to not happen right away, you know, to be staggered, you know. And for a while, when the apostles first started laboring, the prophecies weren't popping like that, man, you know. But now you can see them happening at a rapid rate, man, popping like popcorn. Every single day, there's 2 or 3 things that are happening pertaining to biblical prophecy and end times, man. And it's right in front of your face if you have the eye salve, you know, the eyes to see.
I have the definition for tarry.
Yep.
You're right. To delay or to be tardy in acting or doing, to linger in expectation, wait, to abide, or to stay in or at a place. Beautiful,
beautiful. And that's exactly what was happening when the apostles first started laboring, man. You know, but the vision is speaking loud and clear, man. You know, you need a diaper on to go in your face. And that second lockdown, third lockdown is coming back pretty soon, man. You know, they let people breathe for a second just to throw them back in the box again, man. The ultimate game of red light, green light is happening right in front of your face, man. And when that second, third lockdown happens, man, that's when they're coming down with great wrath. They're already going door to door in East Dago, in the hood. Have you had your vaccine yet? Can we schedule an appointment? We got people with the shot right here, man. Come on, you know? And pretty soon they're gonna stop asking, man. You know? They're gonna have a person with the AR-15 saying, you're gonna take this, man, or else, man. You know? Come down to this relocation facility, man. You know, and throw this red wristband on your arm, man. You know, that's what they're coming down with now. The wristband program for certain shops. They have the CDC guidelines to where if you have the max, you get green. I think that verifies if you have the
Oh yeah, I did see that.
yeah, for shops that are requiring that. There's certain shops that are using a honor system, but they're going to use that
Eventually.
as an excuse because people are implementing and making fake passports to
already
implement
have
the mandate of it. You know,
Yeah, the fake
Yeah.
jab cards.
The
They
fake-
already
the
have-
fake Yo
they have
Jabba
people
Jabba.
already,
the fake boxing gloves, man. You know,
people are already doing that.
Wisdom of Solomon 2:11. That's what they're using. They're using the laws. You know, their legal system. You know, their draconian laws.
So actually, I got that.
And then go back to Second Ezra 9. I got you jumping all over the place. That's just
It's not
fair.
good. Wisdom of Solomon 2:11. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Yep. And their strength is in the law, man. Their draconian laws. You know, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know, he covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. You know, the earth is given into this man's hand to rule in wickedness, man. And he's doing a really good job at it, man. This is the perfect devil, man. You know, he's stolen everybody's nationality and given you something else. He's the only one with the biblical nationality. He's got people over there in the land claiming our heritage. You don't match up with prophecy. You know, never discontinue from their heritage, Jeremiah 17:4. You got some rabbi sitting around with foreskin still stuck in his teeth, you know, telling people what to do and what not to do. Blessing kosher pork, you know, saying that it's all right for the abominable people to have their parade. You know, the biggest parade that's an abominable parade is in the Holy Land, man. Triple rebellion, man. You know?
Yeah. Except for, they have the festival.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the synagogue of Satan over there, man. You know?
And they have the two, was it Muslim and
Yeah, they got a
in the same place.
with the gold dome
Yeah.
in the middle of the Holy Land, man. What part of the scriptures of biblical prophecy is that, vocab? What biblical prophecy is that? You know, when the kingdom of Israel set up, we gonna dare you to set up a Muslim place of worship, man. We gonna dare you to try to eat a bat. Dare you to try to bite a baby rod, man. You know?
Second Ezra 9 and 4. When thou shalt then shall thou will understand, and that the Most High spoke of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world has the beginning and the end is manifest.
Yep. And the end is manifest. You can see it right in front of your face. You know? What verse is that?
Oh, that's 5.
5? Okay, keep going to 8.
You said all the way to 8.
Yeah. Bump
So,
the shot.
So second Ezra is 9 and 6.
Can you read up a little bit too?
Go back up.
Like talk a little louder. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't know how loud I was trying to.
It's all good.
Okay.
Or move closer, you know, so people
Move a
can
little
hear
bit
you.
closer. Okay. For thou is like all that is made in the world hath beginning and the end is manifest. Even so the times also of the highest have planned the beginnings and the wonders and the powerful works and the endings and the effects and the signs.
God. And you can see the signs of the times right now. You know, this man is on his last leg of his kingdom, and he's using those desperate measures because the earth is beginning into his hands, and he's using the legal system and his magites and sorcerers. You know.
That's but a short time.
Yep. Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. And how was the end declared from the beginning? Through the mouth of the holy prophets, man. You know? Luke 1 and 7. think 1 and 70. I'll get Ezekiel 7 and 4. The end has come.
Maybe I can ride a bike with you.
Yep. Dwadi Abashim Yashar for the precept. Ezekiel 7 and 5. 7 and 6. Slack it. Ezekiel 7 and 6. The end is come. The end is come. It watch it for thee. Behold, it is come. And right now, you know, you can see the end being declared. You know, you know, people are lost in the sauce. Wickedness is at an all-time high. You know, the abominable alphabet soup community has taken over the airwaves. They've taken over the sound waves as well. You know, you got the rainbow being defiled at record pace all throughout this month. This month is Pride Month, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Then they had the Juneteenth, and they put it all in the same thing and trying to have it as the
hijacking the Jake struggle.
Yep.
You know, they made the fist. They put a fist with the rainbow behind it. You know, defiling the rainbow, man.
Yep.
You know, and then throwing blackness behind it, man. You know, and you Jakes, you wicked Eves fell for it, man. You know, and there was a video that was going on, being passed on IG. I seen it, where there was some chick that was complaining about in a women's spa, a man who identified himself as a woman flashing his rod in front of their children, man.
Yeah.
You know, but you dumbass wicked E's voted for that shit, man. You know, you thought it was cute, you know, when they were marching around with that rainbow flag, talking about pride, till you went to the spa and actually had to live the repercussions of what you voted for, man.
And they're actually taking over the women. I mean, they're taking the women's place. The women were the most dominant.
The Las Vegas, not Las Vegas, but Nevada, Miss Nevada.
Yeah, I saw
it's
that.
A man.
Yeah, it's a man. Yes.
You know,
Yeah, wickedness at an all-time high.
you know,
right
that's
there.
Isaiah 29 and 16. You know, that's surely turning things upside down, man.
I have Luke 1 and 7.
Oh yeah, get that. Bring that out first.
Okay.
Come
Luke
on.
1 and 7?
Luke 1 and 70.
Oh, 7.
He spake by the mouth of his holy prophets. I think that's 1 and 70.
Yep. Okay, so Luke 1 and 70. As he spoke by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Yep, and that's how the end was declared from the beginning. You know, 1 Samuel 9 and 9, I believe. You know, let's just get it. When a man went to inquire of the Most High, he inquired by the prophets, man. You know,
What was the one before? Isaiah.
29 and 16. 29 and 16. I was gonna get that, but yeah, go ahead and get it. We'll just go rapid speed. 1 Samuel 9 and 9. Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Most High, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer, for he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. The prophets always had the message from Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. When a man went to inquire of the Most High, he went to a prophet, man. You know, he went to a seer. You know, a seer was called a prophet, you know, first, you know. A prophet was called a seer first, lock it. So let's go a little more rapid speed.
I got Isaiah 29 and
16?
16.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he hath not he had no understanding.
Come, beautiful, you know? And that's what this man is doing with society, you know? You have this man promoting sex education to first graders, man. You know? Promoting the fact that you can go get an abortion in 8th grade without your parents' permission, man. Without your parents' permission.
Yep.
You know? And eventually that's going to lead to him saying, you know what? You can go out there and chop off your rod. You don't need your parents to know, man. You know, come to Planned Parenthood with the flyer from Planned Parenthood to your 3rd grader, man.
Yep.
Nigga ain't nothing but 8 years old, you know?
And they have the lady in office that's and that's
The counselor?
Brody, yeah, she was part of it. Her and the guy ran. I don't know if he was a governor or something like that. But they were arguing about what age and stuff like that. And she's just like, yep, it's okay.
I mean, the fact that you have to even have that conversation, man. The fact that you're even having that conversation and okaying it, man, means that we've reached, I mean,
all heights of wickedness.
All heights of wickedness, man.
Yeah.
You know? When is enough, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what we're going out to the streets and the highways and byways, crying out to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know? Avenge us from our adversaries, man. Luke 18, 2 through 7. Baba Kasha. I'll get Ezekiel 33, 1 through 7. We need to be avenged out of this this wicked man, you know, out of this wicked man's rulership, man, you know, because let's get that as well. Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. You know, we live here another 50 years. We don't have that much time, but just saying, you know, if you give Esau another 50 years of rulership, man, you're going to have the men's section be all dresses, the women's section be all pants, you know, women walking around here looking like E40 and the Brat, you know, just through, man, you know.
And then the men dressing up. Like
the men with pink polish in their fingernails, rainbow hair, booty shorts,
yeah.
A man purse, and a Glock 40.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Through, man. You know?
That they already had. They pretty much already had.
Yeah, that's, you know, Young Thug. You know?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of young Thug 6'9s, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, that's exactly what they are. So I got Luke 18 and 2.
2 through 7. That talks about avenging the adversary, avenging the elect from the adversary, from the wicked ruler. Yep.
Okay, so Luke 18 and 2, saying there was in a city a judge which feared not, it says God right here, but we know his true name is Yahweh, neither I regarded man, and there was a widow in the city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of my adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, do I fear not Yahweh, nor regard man?
And that's Esau Edom, you know? That wicked ruler is Esau Edom, man. He doesn't fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know? You know?
Yeah, he's a carnal.
He's a carnal man, man. His blessing is the sword.
Yep.
And his other blessing is the ability to lie and deceive, you know?
Those are his,
those are his spiritual powers,
and that's
man.
how he deceives
and those are actually spiritual powers. Those are actually snares, you know?
Traps.
Yeah, traps. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai trap eat perfectly, man. So we could point them out and be like, that's the liar right there. That's the devil right there.
Yep.
You know, that's the man that's taking all lands by the sword. You know, the reason why you're speaking English is because Esau Edom and the sword, man. You know, the reason why you have a Spanish last name, Portuguese last name, French last name if you're Haitian, you know, so-called Haitian. Esau Edom and his sword, man. You know, the fact that you're calling yourself black is a lie. Mexican's a lie. Jamaican's a lie. All those names with "can" at the end of it are all lies, man. You know?
So Luke 18 and 5. Yet because the widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continually coming she weary me.
Yep, and we're continually coming and showing up in the court, man. The two witnesses, man. You know, the southern and the northern kingdom, man. You know? That's talked about in the book of Revelation, you know? The two witnesses, I will give power unto my two witnesses, you know? Keep it going.
Okay, so and it says, and the Lord, which is right here, the Lord is lower, which is actually Arishai. Yep, said, hear what the unjust judge said, and shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them?
Yep.
I tell you that he will avenge them speedily, nonetheless. When the Son of Man, which is Yahushai, cometh, he shall find faith on the earth.
Shall Yahushai find faith on the earth, and he will with the elect, you know? And we're crying out day and night, you know? Isaiah 62 verses 6 through 7, you know? Those that make mention of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, keep not silence, and give him no rest day or night. To Jerusalem is a praise in the earth, you know? Ezekiel 9 and 4, set a mark upon the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. We're showing up constantly to court, man. You know? Letting Yahweh Bashim Yahushai know, hey, man, that's the guy right there, man. Yeah, that's him right there, man. You know?
So I got that,
keep going, dude.
Okay. So I got a revelation. We were talking about the two witnesses, which is Jacob and Israel.
Yep.
So
Caleb, Joshua and Caleb, you know, the two witnesses.
Yep, the northern and southern tribe, right? So Revelation 11:3, I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy in 1,203 days, clothed in sackcloth. So that's what what we're doing. We're out here on the highways and byways, prophesying, in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, about our people from the 12 tribes of Israel, which are the holy people, which are the saints of the Bible.
Teaching repentance unto our people, chanting down Babylon, uncovering the leg, exposing Esau, man, making Esau bare, man, and there's a dreadful sound in his ear, and it's this truth, man, and he's hurt. Vocab Malone is hurt, the wicked House of Saul, them niggas is hurt. Brandon T. Jackson's walking around through, with his shit locks on his head, his dreadlocks in his head, talking about some Yah, the real name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and it's to be respected, man. There's power in the name, It said that the elect shall praise thy holy name. So that means the non-elect, they won't have the name,
They're going to say Yahweh.
They're going to say
Yah. They're going to say the tele, what is it, the tele.
all those fake names. All those fake names, man. The knockoff, I call them the knockoff names, It's like right now, you got knockoff gear right there, It's a car jugging right now, man,
Yeah. That's right.
Is that April Luke 18? Let's get
that was it, 1 through 8.
Ezekiel 3:17 through 18. I'm going to get Ezekiel 33, 1 through 7. And again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to stay up on our watch, as watchmen on the coast right now. Watchmen on the coast, we're supposed to watch out for the city, man. The city of Jerusalem, which is a people before it's a place. And those people are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Seminole Indians, and the scattered Israelites, who may not look like us, but believe the message of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They believe the word,
I'm going to get the speckled bird.
Yep,
My heritage is of the speckled bird.
Con, beautiful. Yapa, man. So I'm going to keep it going. Ezekiel 33:3. If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet and warn the people, which is what we're supposed to do. Warn the people, man. Warn the hopeful elect. You got brothers coming in this thing, the last seconds of the last quarter of Esau Edom's kingdom, man. And Adon Ratazah, you endured to the end, man. Ezekiel 33:4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So if you don't take warning, to the message that's coming out, you don't take heed to the message, then your blood's upon your own head, man. It said that the children of Israel are imputed children, dumb children, sottish children, they mock the messengers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. I think 1 Chronicles 20:20, I believe. They mock the messengers of God. I think that's 20:20, I believe. Baba Kashah. Yep, let's keep it going. Ezekiel 33:5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his own soul, shall deliver his soul. Yep. So if you take warning and you believe on the report, good for you, He that hath an ear, let him hear, Let's get
2 Chronicles 36:16.
They mock the messengers of God.
Yeah.
It was talking 36:16. The other one's 20:20, I believe.
Okay.
Rising up early bedtimes, but he had love for his people. I think that's the one right there. It's a different precept. I had to mix up. Keep it going. Yeah.
It's okay.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Okay.
Let's
So
keep it going.
2 Chronicles 36:16. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, so Lord in all capitals, which is Yahweh, right? Which means he exists, arose against his people till there was no remedy.
Yep. And they mock the messengers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to this day. Walking by, you got Jake walking by the camp, all day, man. You know, Jake right here, you know? When they walk by, they be like, crazy ass niggas with dresses on, man.
Yeah.
You know? Talk about F this and F that, man. Which is crazy, man. You know? Not knowing that that's the spirit the prophets came in, man. You know? Acts 4 and 13. Baba Kishon. Because Peter and John, they taught with authority. Yahweh Shai taught with authority. That's in Mark, the 1st chapter. It's Isaiah 53 and 1. Who hath believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai revealed? Who hath believed our report? The hope of the elect, man. You know? Who were followers of the gospel back then, man. You know? Nothing new under the sun, man. You know? If you were a believer now, you were a believer back during the ministry of Yahweh Shai. You know, you weren't one of those, one of them people in the wilderness talking shit, eating chicken, you know? Eating manna, you know? Talking about, I wish I was back in Egypt, you know? You know? You weren't one of the wicked Israelites who built the naked gymnasiums during the Greek captivity. You weren't one of the wicked Israelites, you know, who during the Roman captivity, you know, gave Yahweh Shai up, man. You know? Led the persecution after the great fire of Rome, man. You know?
Got Acts 4 and 13.
Yeah, Baba Kishon. And then when they see the boldness of Peter and John, is that it right there?
Yep.
Come.
Yeah, so now so Acts 4 and 13. Now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahushua.
When they seen the boldness of Peter and John. Peter and John weren't out there prophesying like, yeah, you know, Ezekiel 33 and 7. They were out there in great boldness, man. You know, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1, Baba Kishon. Yep, I'm gonna keep it going in Ezekiel. Ezekiel 33 and 6. But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. And that's what you don't want. You don't want that blood in your hands. So we're coming out here to get the blood off our hands, man. You know, because we're not perfect, man. But we're trying, you know.
So Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 4. We fools accounted his life. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 4. We fools accounted his life madness.
5 and 1.
Oh, 5 and 1.
It's all good.
That's all right. That's why. That's why.
It's all good.
I actually had that in the. Okay.
Yeah.
So spirit. So Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Thou shalt the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors.
I quoted it earlier. I just wanted to bring it out because the spirit was asking for it to come out. You know, it comes in your head twice. You don't want to forget it, and that's what we're doing right now. Standing in great boldness before the face of such that has afflicted us, man. You know, made no accounts of our labors, man. You know, and if you go down in the book of Wisdom of Solomon to like the 7th, 8th verse, it talks about how they'll be in anguish, man. You know, repenting and groaning. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2, the next verse, because it says the strangeness of our salvation.
Okay, when Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they look for.
Yep, and when they see the elect getting beamed up, you know, those same men in the corner that have Bibles, you know, who you mocked, called men in dresses, you know, called them Robin Hood men in tights, whatever you call them, Power Rangers, you know, fake superheroes, whatever. When you see those men getting beamed up, you're going to be shook, man, you know? And then you're going to look up and see a big ICBM missile that says USSR on it, you know? And you're going to realize in that day, Ezekiel 33 and 33, you know? A prophet had been among you, man, you know?
You remember, yep. You're not going to be out here.
Yep.
So, you want to go for 3?
No, let's keep it going. See, the next play, Ezekiel 3:17 through 18. Hold that, and then I'm gonna keep on going in Ezekiel 3:6 through 8.
Ezekiel 7.
3:17 through 18, Baba Kishon. Ezekiel 33 and 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me, which is what we're supposed to do. You know, blow the trumpet, you know. You're supposed to get on people's nerves with this message, man. You know? Constantly crying out day and night, man. Because we're still in captivity. You still gotta work for these people. You gotta walk by these people and see them act like you got the disease and throw a mask on, you know? And then when they pass by you, they take the mask off, you know? Like the air is all of a sudden poisoned, you know, because you walked by them, you know? When they stole everything, man. You know, they're the disease, you know? In the book of Job, it says they're viler than the earth, man. You know? You wouldn't have them with their dogs, man, you know? Brute beasts, man. You know, eating juniper roots, so on and so forth. You know, humping his mom in the mountains. That's what Esau was doing, man.
Squirrels.
You know? What's that movie? What's that show? Lord, looking like the little gremlin thing from the Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I forgot the name.
Yeah, the nasty looking motherfucker. Excuse my French, you know, it's just coming out raw today, you know? Ezekiel 33:8. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die. And that's what we're saying to our people if they don't believe this message, man. You know? You're going to die the death of an infidel, man. It says that they that are joined unto them shall be thrust through, man. You know? Thrust through. 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 You know? Pun intended on the through. You know? Thrust through. I'm going to start from the top. Ezekiel 33:8. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked, thou shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. And that's why we're doing this, man, to get the blood off our hands, you know, so that we won't die the death of an infidel for not warning the people who are acting like infidels, man. You know?
I got the
3:17?
Yeah.
Let's keep it going. Any precepts on the comment board? I've just been rolling the spirit. Yep. Con. Yep. Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Exactly. You know, Esau Edom, he's viler than the earth, man. You know, the borderline of wickedness, man. You know.
Yeah, he sold his birthright for was it red pottage or
uncooked stew, man?
Uncooked food. Yeah.
Some uncooked stew.
Yep.
It was still red.
Yep.
And how does he like his meat to this day?
Same way.
Red.
Yep.
You know?
So,
the birth of fast food, basically, you know?
Yep.
And that's how you can tell who Esau Edom is, because what do you have all through America, man? Fast food. Wendy's. You know?
Goes back to Rome, too.
It goes back to Rome.
Yep.
And then who owns all the potato plants that are making McDonald's fries? Bill Gates, you know? Pill Gates.
Yep.
Because they're looking to make the CV-19 in a pill form, the inoculation.
Okay.
They're looking to make inoculation pills pretty soon, you know, to make it easier for people who don't want to get the jabba jabba, you know. That's a snare.
Yep. So I got, let me bring that up, Ezekiel 7 and 8.
Ezekiel 3:17, 18. And Salaki, I just been in the spirit, you know. I didn't get the precepts on the comment board, just been rolling. Shalom, everybody on the comment board, you know, tuning in, so on and so forth. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Brakatham. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and then shall thou wicked be revealed, the son of perdition. It's like it. It's the glare right here. Yep. 2 Thessalonians 2:3 from Zebulon Warrior. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barakatah to you, brother. Brother Rakah out there in DC. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. That man of sin, you know, not some little creepy nigga in the bottom of the earth with the Triton all red with the neatly shaved goatee that's punishing people, you know.
Guy with the suit.
It says in the book of Job that the spirit world is a peaceful world. It says that the wicked can't torment people, so on and so forth. You know, I'm forgetting the words, slipping my mind for some reason. It's in the book of Job, you know, where it talks about the spirit world being a peaceful place, where you know you can't be tormented by the wicked. You know, That means that there's no such thing as hell. Also in the book of Revelation 22 and 14, I believe, might be 20 and 14, it says that death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. So how can you cast hell into hell? You know, you can't cast hell into hell. Hell is it's a
Condition.
It's a condition.
Yep.
The water. The water for
I
that.
got you.
Sometimes if you slip my mind.
Valley of shadow of death. It's what Babylon is.
Yeah. That's why you got the phrase in the world, I'm catching hell.
Yeah.
We use it in the truth as well.
Yeah.
You know, we're catching hell right now. You know? Still gotta go work for Esau tomorrow. You know, look at this nigga, look at you, knowing who he is, you know, and not be able to say nothing, you know, not bang on him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not bring out Hebrews 4 and 12, Revelation 13, you know, 9 through 10, you know, that'd be not using wisdom to do that at your job, but, you know, you be wanting to cut Esau off sometime, you know?
Yeah.
People get on your nerves, man. Yeah, look at this dude do all this wickedness, man, you know? Trying to hump little boys, pass that off as law, pedestry all over again, Rome all over again, you know?
Righteous degrees when we went, I was at Isaiah 10.
Isaiah 10 and 1, you know? Ezekiel 3 and 17, Bob in the shop. Bring that out.
I got that one. So Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me.
Yep. And as watchmen, we're supposed to give warning, you know? That's the duty of a watchman, man, you know? To give warning, man. What good is a dog if it doesn't bark, you know? And we're watchdogs for the hopeful elect, you know? When news comes out that pertains to biblical prophecy, we upload a video, you know? When brothers go out there on the highways and byways, we add precepts to the comment board for people who are watching and learning who are newcomers, even people who are seasoned. You may see a precept that a brother brought out that be like, whoa, I've seen that one before. You haven't read that one or brought that one out in a lesson before. You write that down, or you may be trying to get more understanding, you know? You'll write that one down and add it to your arsenal, or you bring it out in a lesson, so on and so forth. 3 and 18. Did you get both of them?
No, I didn't get there. Sorry.
So
I was going to go to the place that you're talking about. We were talking about the condition of hell.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so keeps going back to 7. It keeps going back to Ezekiel 7. I don't know why. Okay, so let's see. 17. Okay, so Ezekiel 3 and 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Yep. And you're going to have a lot of people following the ways of the wicked, you know? Those same Israelites who Yahushua was talking to, saying, "Ye are of your father the devil," die, man. Because they're following after the devil, man. Esau, Edom. Billions of people are going to die who took that you-know-what, man. The baby sword, man.
They already have.
There was doctors that are coming out that said those people have a life expectancy of only 2 to 3 years. You have corporations who are behind the scenes making plans to replace those people, you know, if we even have that long, you know. And you're gonna what do you think the Georgia Guidestones are all about, man?
Yes.
You know? Why do you think Bill Gates said what he said in TED Talks back in 2015-16, you know? If we do a really good job with inoculations, he didn't say that word, but I'm saying, you know,
his dad was the same way.
Yeah.
He had that same mindset.
Yep.
So they are the same people basically.
the devil, man.
Yep.
You know? And a lot of our people follow after the doctrine of the serpent, man. The you shall surely not die doctrine, man. Trusting the report of the serpent, man. You know? Sticking themselves with the baby sword, man. And then you have wicked leaders in Israel who have congregations, and some of them who don't have congregations. They're still leaders telling our people to go down there and trust Mad Max. Go down to the Maxwell concert, man. The Maxwell concert, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
He's hitting the high notes, man. You know? Sold out stadium, man. You go down to the inoculation centers, you see Jake lined up around the corner, man. You know? He got the trap house booming, man.
Yeah.
You know? And a lot of those people won't be around in 9, 12, 15 months if we even have that long, you know? They're not going to be around, man. Dropping like flies, man. You know,
The Harlem Shake, doing the shake.
doing the Harlem Shake,
Putting the, what was it, the other one? The
sea
the
walking,
magnet.
sea
Yeah, the
walking, you know,
yeah.
through, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them are getting that cerebral palsy, you know, lockjaw, like they're a pit,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
lockjaw.
that was I think that was it was an Asian lady or a
Yep.
Chinese lady, mobile lady.
Yep,
Yeah, they were like, "What's wrong with you?" And she was just sitting there, just couldn't even move.
yep.
Yeah.
And that's just the beginning stages of this thing, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
that
just
was a
people who
couple
took
months ago.
one or two jabs. They
Yeah.
want you to take 3 or 4. What do you think that CDC zombie apocalypse is all about, man? Zombie apocalypse preparation on their website's all about. The people who took that yo jabba jabba are going to be mindless, man. You know, and then when those 5 and 6G towers get turned on, man, instant mind control. You know.
And they have them set up already. You see them; they're hidden behind the
They had them.
behind trees and
they
stuff
have
like
hidden
the
as-
fake trees or
They
whatever.
have them hidden as cactuses,
Yeah.
hidden as fake palm trees.
Yep.
Esau, man.
Saw them out there in El Cajon.
Yeah, Esau is the devil, man. That's the crap. He's the perfect devil too, man.
Yep.
He's doing a really good job at being the devil, man. Yahweh Shem El Shai casted the perfect person to play the devil, man. Because in the 80s and 90s, you believe everything that Esau said, man. You know, people were eating it up like peach cobbler, man, with the vanilla ice cream on top, with the little syrup on top. You know, eating it up, man. But now Esau eat him. His lies ain't working no more. People see that he's disgusting, dirty, and nasty. You know,
It's being revealed.
his pedophile rings are being exposed. You know, and then they have to keep people who are witnesses silent by offing them. You know,
Yep.
like the dude who just got off in prison. I think that's the second one that got off in prison.
The McPhee. Or,
yeah. There was another dude that was supposed to come out with testimony.
Gray.
Didn't he get off too?
Yeah, he got him and his family, and then they, it was his daughter, and then his wife, and then they actually showed when they drove up to his house because he lived in the snow. Yeah, so he was gonna bring out I think it was called the Gray Project or Gray
And
something.
it's like,
Yeah.
what's
He's
the
revealing everything in the world.
what's the odds of that happening to 2 people consecutively? They die miraculous deaths who have testimony to reveal the counsels of the wicked, man. You know, that's not coincidental. You know.
They're also saying that was connected to the Miami place down there that got collapsed or whatever, the building.
They were
saying that he had
some
something
evidence.
there. Yeah, on was it blacklisted.com?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I got keep going back, but I had Ezekiel 3 we read 3:17 and 18.
Yep. Ezekiel 2:1-5. That's what I was gonna get next. So I got Ezekiel 21:9-12. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. And Esau Edom is sharpening his sword through his lies, you know, through the baby sword, through FEMA, the National Guard, through the Gerber troops that are set to lock down cities pretty soon. That's what this Delta variant is all about. Through silencing people who speak out against the New World Order, you know, through his military, you know, which he's gearing up for a 3rd World War, you know. He's also sharpening his sword by causing the famine of the word, you know. So the servants and the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai can't expose his wickedness, man. You know, making online hate speech a crime, you know. And they said if you have consecutive reports of online hate speech, you can get fined like $20,000 a report or something like that. So every YouTube video has to be every YouTube video is a $20,000 fine. That comes to Babylon, you're gonna see Akim get that $4 million bill from Esau, man. We can't pay that, man. You know, and then you have to live as pilgrims on the earth. You know, they're gonna be denying Akim who don't have the you know what passport, and that's eventually leading to the RFID implantable microchip. You know, which is the mark of the beast. I'm just gonna say it. Oh well. You know, and they're setting up society in that fashion, you know? That's them sharpening their sword, you know? Furbishing it, man. You know, brandishing their weapon like, what's happening, man? What's popping? You know? You can see that happening slowly but surely, step by step, man. Ezekiel 21. Lost my place. Ezekiel 21 and 10. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Nope. It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And this is the time to make mirth. You know, the scriptures say that there's a time and a place, you know, for everything. This isn't the time to, you know, be popping bottles and going to the club and, you know, trying to chase box and whatnot, you know. Pretty soon, you're not going to be able to do that, man. You know, that third lockdown, second lockdown is coming, man. You know, you can see them closing the doors, you know, on society. And at the same time, simultaneously, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is closing the doors of mercy, man. You know, pretty soon you won't be able to go to YouTube and log on and get a live lesson like this, man. You know, you're going to look at your YouTube app and it's going to say not working, you know. Website not accessible in this country. Look at China. They've outlawed YouTube, Google, Facebook. Those are blocked websites in that country. And Russia is looking to do the same thing. You got Nigeria who just banned Twitter. And that's what these online hate speech measures are being taken in Canada are about, man. Because they're looking to slowly and surely do the same thing to Babylon the Great, America. But they have to do it through gradualism, you know?
So I got Ezekiel 2 and 1. I also
1 through 5?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it going.
Okay.
Ezekiel 21:11. And he had given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and this sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. And that slayer, you know, through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is Esau Edom, you know? And to take it one step further, it's actually Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai who's put the spirit on Esau Edom to be the slayer, you know? And that slayer is gonna do a lot of slaying, man, you know? With this baby sword and with the drastic measures that he's gonna take to implement the chocolate chip, you know? The chip with no salsa. Ezekiel 21 and 12. That was it, I think. Yeah, that was it.
You want to do Ezekiel 2 and 1?
1 through 5, yeah. Let's keep it going a little more rapid speed.
So Ezekiel 2, I like it. Ezekiel 2 and 1, I got it. I like it. So Ezekiel 2 and 1. And said unto me, Son of man, stand upon the feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me, and when he spoke unto me and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spoke unto me, and said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, Yasha'Allah, to be rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me, and thy fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. So for they are impudent and prudent children. Did I read that? Impudent children and stiff-hearted, I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, that thus said the Lord Yahawashi, Yahweh. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall they know that they have been a prophet among them.
Yep. It matches up with Ezekiel 33 and 33. They'll know that a prophet had been among them in their rebellious house. That matches up with Isaiah 30 and 10, you know? They're sottish children. They're rebellious house. They're impudent. Impudent means stupid, you know? Sottish means the same thing, you know? And our people are following after the doctrine of the serpent, doing the same thing that they did in the former captivities, man. Doing it all over, you know? That's why the scriptures say there's nothing new under the sun, man. Because the same thing that those Israelites are doing now, they were doing in the former captivity, man. They just didn't have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and so on and so forth to flex their wickedness, man. You know? They're still doing those things in that former lifetime. So I'm going to get 2nd Ezra 9, 20 through 22. Get Isaiah 62, verses 6 through 7. Baba Kashah. So 2nd Ezra 9, 20 through 22. And this is matching up perfectly with what was just said, because those same wicked Israelites have to die the death of infidels, you know? 2nd Ezra 9 and 20. So I considered the world, and behold, it was peril because of the devices that were come into it. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept a great of the cluster and a plant of a great people. And that's the elect, you know. 2nd Ezra 9:22. Let the multitude perish then which was born in vain, and let my great be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. And that's the elect, because they've been given perfect understanding, you know. You know, you understand what's being brought out, you know. You understand it clearly, man. You can see the prophecies being fulfilled because Yahweh Bashim Yahshai has lifted up the blinders, you know. He hasn't given you the spirit of deep sleep. He's given you the eye salve, you know, the ears to hear and the eyes to see. And for men who are out there on the highways and byways, the spirit to prophesy, the spirit of prophecy, man, which is the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Any precepts in the comment board? Shalom, Ahab, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barakatah, brother, out there in San Antonio, man. Keep on laboring, man. We almost out of here, man. You know, you can see it happening, man. You know, got my bro with me right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Found a good brother out here, man, in the area, man. You know, brothers out here laboring as well, man. You know, brother has a beautiful spirit on him, man. I'll get it. I'll just get it because it was a precept that it was in my cheat sheet. And sometimes you would just.
Isaiah, it keeps going back.
It's all good, bro.
Isaiah.
I'll get it because I'm right here in Isaiah.
Okay.
Isaiah 62 verses 6 through 7. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Keep not silence, man. You know, every day that Akim hit these streets and go out here and chant Babylon, things happen, man. You know, I noticed that when I go out there and hit the highways and byways, things that I'll say and other Akim say and elders and elder apostles say actually start happening, man. You know, because there's power in prophesying, man. There's power in the word, you know. There's power in doing this work. That's why Esau Edom is trying to silence him, man. That's that dreadful sound that's in his ear, man. His demise, you know. That's like if you knew that that's if you're a boxer, right? And you're boxing against somebody and you don't know, you don't have a right hand, and they keep on socking the shit out of you, telling you ain't got no right hand, you ain't got no right hand. Bam, bam. Eventually you're gonna get pissed off, man. You know, that's what's happening to Esau Edom, man.
Yep.
That's that dreadful sound that's in his ear. We're taunting him, man. You know? Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, the hopeful elect, the men that have been given the spirit of prophecy are taunting you, man. Letting you know, have you come to torment us before the time? Have thou come? It's in Matthew, where the evil spirit says, son of the Most High, art thou come to torment us before the time? Baba Gashah. Isaiah 62, verse 7. And give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. That's what we're supposed to do. Prophesy and stay on fire until the whore's on fire, man. You know, that was a lesson that was done by Elder Montezakma on his old channel, and I love that lesson. It's a beautiful lesson, you know. And Shalom, Elder, if you catch this lesson, you know. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barakatah, man, you know. It was because of his rebuke that I actually got the spirit to get out there and do lessons, man, you know. Sometimes we need a good kick in the butt, man, you know. Because you're not going to be able to see your own faults, but another brother is like, hey, man, you sound a little proud, or elder be like, hey, man, you need to do more lessons, or you need to do more reading. Don't be dropping precepts in the comment board left and right, you know, that don't go with the lesson, so on and so forth. You need to hear that, man, you know. Correction is love, man. Open rebuke is better than secret love, you know, roughly paraphrasing, man. It's because of his rebuke that I actually got out there and started doing lessons, man, you know. And the spirit hopped on me to do more lessons, and all of a sudden got a garment, so on and so forth, man. You probably got the same thing.
Yep.
The brother told you, hey, man.
Yep.
You know,
the same thing. You know, I wanted to come out there and do some, do some work or labor, and he told me to do some lessons.
You looked at your page and seen tumbleweeds.
Yeah,
you know?
I didn't have no fruit.
You know, yeah.
I didn't have no fruit on it.
You know?
And then after a couple,
there's a precept. There's an actual precept that goes with that. You know, it talks about the I went
think he
to
sent
visit
that one to me too.
I went to visit the house of the slothful, something like that. And there's a precept that goes with that. I don't want to go into it because the interest of time, but it goes into that, you know.
Okay.
And you don't want your page to be viewed as the work of the slothful, man.
Yeah.
You got tumbleweeds on your page, you know.
Yeah.
It looks like those old buildings you see in the hood that got vines growing all over them.
Yeah.
There was a school in my neighborhood in my old city called Garfield High School. If you look it up on internet, Garfield High School, Seattle, there's like fucking weeds and vines all over the school and all over there was like a whole side of the building where it was green all over the windows, man. You don't want your YouTube page to be like that, man. You know? And it's good to get correction. Yeah, it's good correction. Correction is love, man.
Yeah.
You know, the scriptures say that you're not supposed to suffer sin upon your brother, man. And the ultimate labor of love is feeding the sheep. So if you see a man has the understanding, nudge him to feed the sheep, you know?
That's what Yahweh Shemir Shai did for us, because we went off,
Yeah.
and now he's correcting us back to the law, statutes, and commandments.
Yep.
You know, to
Giving
be
us the
able-
understanding and giving us the spirit to get this message. It's our duty to go out there and to add more and bid more to the marriage, man. You know?
Yep.
If you have the spirit to do so, man, get your ass out there, like the elder told me, man. You know? Like, start doing lessons, man. You understand? You can throw precepts on the comment board that match the lesson. Hey, I need to see a lesson from you in the next week, man. Or don't come on the comment board no more. Go through paraphrasing. That's what he's basically saying, you know? And it's good to hear that, man. You need correction sometimes, man. You know? We're not perfect in this thing. But we can't see our own faults. You know? Let's go back.
I got Matthews 8 and 29, the torment.
Yep.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So Matthews 8 and 29, and behold, that cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Yahawashi, thy son of Yahweh? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time?
Yep. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the elect are tormenting Esau before the time, man. You know? You've got mail. Every single lesson that comes out, like America Online back in the day, you've got mail, Esau. More chanting down of Babylon. You know? And these lessons are tormenting you, man, before the time. Letting you know your fate. Obadiah 1 and 18. You know? Revelation 13 and 19. Psalms 145, you know? Literally like 5 through 9. Psalms 137, 7 through 9. You know? Revelation 6, 15 through 17, man. You know? You're going to get rounded up, man. And back in the garrison you go. You brute beast. Oh, so I just got lost in the sauce. My bad. I do that sometimes, man.
That's how it is against Esau.
Second Ezra 16, 1 through 8. Hey, King David said, let's get it. Psalms 139, 20 and 21. 21 through 22. Since I'm right here. King David hated them with perfect hatred, man. You know? And we hate you with perfect hatred too, man. Psalms 139, 21 and 22. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. And we hate the house of Esau, Edom, Amalek, Moab, Malone, the house of Saul, wicked 2/3 Israelites who tremble and fear the report of Esau, Edom with perfect hatred, man. You're coming in the name Yah. We hate you with perfect hatred, man. Until you get the name right, you know? You know? You're coming with the report of go take the Yo Jabba Jabba. We hate you with perfect hatred, man. You're an enemy of the throne of Yahushua and the enemy of the house of David, man. You know? You're telling our people to go off in any manner. We hate you with perfect hatred, man. You're an enemy, man. You're an infidel, man. You will die the death of an infidel. Unless you repent. Yeah. The cheat sheet. Yeah, the cheat sheet. Second Ezra 16, 1 through 8. I'm going to get Second Ezra 16 and 35, 37 through 40.
Read it off right now?
Yeah, read it and break it down. Read and break it down too, man.
Okay, second
videos too, it's all
okay,
good, man.
16, 1 and 8. Woe be unto thee, Babylon, which is this modern day Babylon, which is so-called America, right?
Yep. Beautiful.
and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. So these are all the places that we were in captivity. Gird up thyself with cloths and sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry for your destruction as at hand. Yeah, that's Esau. Destruction as at hand. When we see the chariots coming around, we see more people waking up to the truth.
That's Yahweh Shai, and that's Yahweh Shai and the angels tormenting Esau before the time too.
Yeah, right back.
The chariot sightings,
Yep.
the elect waking up, that's a sign that you're coming out of power. And those men that you taunted, those people that you gave bywords and proverbs as nationalities to, are going to be given spiritual power and rulership and dominion over you, man. Beating the shit out of you in the kingdom, man.
That's right.
Tormenting you before the time, man.
So 16 and 3, 2 Ezra 16 and 3. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?
Oh, I got it.
Right? So the sword is sent upon you, yeah, because let's see. Let me read that again. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Yeah, because you've already been casted out. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has already, he's on the left side and the right side. A lot of people don't understand that. And he's actually he's putting you to be able to do all these unrighteous degrees towards our people and waking up our eyes. And the 2/3 are going to be blinded anyway. But the elect is going to be waking up.
I got one that matches up with that, which you just brought out.
Okay.
Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai, do all these things. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai controls the left hand and the right hand. Come on, man.
Okay.
You with the spirit, man.
Okay, so a fire is sent among you, who may quench it? Yeah, so that goes back to what he was saying, Obadiah 1 and 18. Who's gonna actually quench that fire when we talk about the woe, the 3 woes, but when the uproars of the people are going on place to place, and the rumors of war.
I got a precept.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
So Jeremiah 23 and 29. This is the other fire that's sent onto you. This word. Yep. Jeremiah 23 and 29. If I could get it. Jeremiah 23 and 29. Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord Yahweh, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces? This word is fire. It's hammering down Esau's kingdom step by step by step, video by video by video, live stream by live stream by live stream, making Esau bare, man. Let's read it again. Jeremiah 23 and 29. Is not my word like as a fire, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces? Breaking your foundation in pieces, man. And then that second fire that's coming is those ICBM missiles, man. But you're getting hit with this first fire. The word, tormenting Esau before the time, man.
Yep. So right here, 2 Ezra 16 and 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Right? So the plagues are so Esau wants to bring in the new world order. They want full control. They've been trying to do this since Babel? Or they've been
Tower of Babel.
Yeah. So the Tower of Babel, they've been trying to have a new world order, and every time it comes around, plagues hit them, right, wherever that they went. So and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may one quench the fire and stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, those could be those missiles. It could be the word. Right? Talking about saying.
Yeah, well, the word is tormenting Esau right now. That fire is breaking Esau down. But the strong archer is the missiles. Because in the scriptures,
that's what I was. Yeah.
An arrow was shot in the old times by an archer.
That's right.
And those arrows are the missiles, because when they are launched, they go like this and they come down just like an arrow.
Yeah.
And back when the scriptures are written, there was no such thing as a rocket launcher or ICBM. So they used old school terminologies to describe what they saw.
Yeah.
And they saw missiles coming.
Yeah. Right.
But another way that Esau Edom is being set on fire and he's being chanted down is the word, because the word's like fire as well.
That's what I was trying to parallel it to it.
It's all good.
Making sure, yeah, that's right. So The mighty Lord Yahawashi sendeth the plagues, and is he that can drive them away. A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Okay.
Yep.
So what do you want to keep going down?
I'll get 11. 2nd Ezra 16 and 11. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi is threatening you right now through the prophets, man. You know, who have the testimony to overthrow your kingdom, man. You know. 2nd Ezra 16 and 37. The plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth. Great pains compass her womb, which pains when a child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. And those plagues are not slacking. You can see them happening day by day by day. You got, I think, 30-something countries who are abandoning the dollar, man, the petrodollar. You know, you have these people giving out cash left and right. That's to crash the economy, man, to do the Great Reset, man.
I got a precept to match that.
Bring
We're
it
talking
up.
about the travailing woman.
Yep.
So 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord Yahawashi shall come as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, and the sudden destruction cometh upon them as a travail upon a woman with a child, and they shall not escape.
Yep, and before Yahawashi returns, that great travail is Jacob's trouble. Let's get something that matches up with that. In Jeremiah 30 and 6. Ask ye now, and whether a man don't travail with a child? Ask ye now, and see whether a man don't travail with child? Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to have the famine of the word, so you're not going to be able to get those rivers of living water, that hidden manna. So you're going to be starving and thirsty spiritually. Then you have the actual famine that's going to happen. So you're going to be starving physically. Then you're going to have the teeth of wild beasts chasing you. You know, these Make America Great Again Edomites chasing you. You know, if you're not protected by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi, if you don't have that garment, that covering, you're going to have the Gerber troops chasing you. You know, there's a precept that goes into Jacob's trouble. It says that a man fled from a lion and a snake bit him when he put his hands against the wall, roughly paraphrasing. You know, that's what's going to happen to a lot of you people out here, man, if you don't have the covering and the protection of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi, man. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Okay. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And who's that he? The elect. Let's go back into 2nd Ezra 16 and 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And they're going to have a point in time where you're not going to be able to be on the electrical grid unless you're a part of the electrical grid. You know? You're not going to have access to stores unless you have the Yo Jabba Jabba and eventually the RFID implantable microchip. There was a video that was on Instagram. I may do a video on it maybe later on tonight if the spirit allows, maybe tomorrow, that shows in India, they're going around with the military, and on the loudspeaker, they're telling people if they don't have the Yo Jabba Jabba, you can't go and shop in the stores. Access not granted. You know? That's what they're doing to society worldwide. They're setting up society in that Hunger Games, dystopian / social credit system society. You know, that New World Order beast system, you know? And that's why they're going to neighborhoods like your neighborhood, to neighborhoods in the hood, like in the Jersey coast, and in other areas of California, Georgia, Tennessee. And they're starting out with so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American neighborhoods, knocking on the door saying, hey, have you had your Kool-Aid cup yet? Can we schedule an appointment? No, you don't want to go? Okay, what's your name again? You know?
Yeah. Well, Biden did that yesterday. He had that speech when he said Latinx. I don't know if have you seen that? So they're steady trying to so-called get the Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans to be able to take the jab.
Because they know who you are, man.
Yeah, they know that we're actually the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, right?
Because
but-
why else would they target our people, man?
Yeah, they never tried to help
know,
us before. So
That's and then will I slay my brother Jacob?
Yeah.
The days of mourning for my father are over, and then will I slay my brother Jacob? Wisdom of Solomon 10:10 as well for the elect, for the hopeful elect. When the righteous, let me just get it instead of quoting it. I'm right here. I got the apocrypha. Proverbs 22:3 next.
20,
Baba Gasha. I'll get Wisdom of Solomon 10:10.
22 and 3.
Yeah. We'll go a little more rapid, see with these last set of precepts. Wisdom of Solomon 10:10. When the righteous fled from his brother's wrath, she guided him in right paths, shewed him the kingdom of Yahweh, and gave him knowledge of holy things, and made him rich in his travels, and multiplied the fruit of his labors. And when the righteous fled from his brother's wrath, that's talking about Jacob fleeing from Esau, man, which is Jacob's trouble. And we're going to have to flee from our evil brother's wrath, man, because Revelation 12:12, the devil's has come down upon you with great wrath, man, roughly paraphrasing, man. And these people are going to set draconian measures, more and more draconian measures, laws that say that if you don't have the Yo Jabba Jabba and the RFID thing, chocolate chip, you can't get access granted. Shut off the internet. Call, Isaiah 5:20, woe unto him that call evil good and good evil, because that's what he's doing, slowly but surely, man. What's up?
What's up, bro? You on live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a question?
I'm just listening to you.
It's all good, brother.
Yeah.
So I
You know what we're doing?
I don't.
Okay. You ever heard the Hebrew Israelites before?
All of that.
All of that?
Yeah, all of that.
Okay, who'd you hear from? What group?
Random group of black folk,
Random group of black folk?
random from down south to
what
up
camp?
to on the east.
Did they say they were with a specific camp?
Not necessarily. They just believe that they're the new Israel or the original Israelites,
We are actually.
and that their whole thing is that we are kings, we are rulers, are supposed to be here in this earth, and we got our identity taken away.
Well, there's a kingdom coming to the Israelites.
Who is that kingdom coming through?
Yahushua,
Who is that?
the Son of God.
The Son of God, Yahweh Shah,
Yahushua.
Jesus Christ, Yeshua.
That's not the real name.
You
There's
said it
no
right the
All
first
of that
time.
is
There's-
all of
there's-
that's connection. There
so-
was no
so-
J's. There was no all of that.
so there's no U's in Paleo Hebrew as well. You know that,
But
right?
listen, let me ask you a question. One question. With your belief, with all of what I've gathered thus far, it's all the same thing to me.
Well,
It sounds the same to me
it's actually not.
about what y'all are talking about.
It's actually
No,
not.
it's not.
Well, let me pose my question. And I'm just posing a question because
It's all good.
from what, and this is from what I understand, I think it's the what's y'all's Bible?
King James Version.
King James Version, and then you have the Apocrypha.
Y'all, yeah, the Apocrypha.
Yeah.
So you know why the Apocrypha was left out of the Bible,
But
and taken out of the Bible?
it was replaced by the King James. I mean the New Version,
Well, the
New
Apocrypha,
Testament.
the reason why the Apocrypha was taken out of the Bible, and my name's Ash, by the way.
Marcel, bro.
Marcel, that's what's up, brother.
All right.
The reason why the Apocrypha was taken out of the Bible is because it talks about the Greek captivity. When you read the New Testament, it talks about there's neither Jew nor Greek. It talks
Right.
about
Right.
Now,
Now, what about that?
Now, if you go into that,
Bond nor free?
now if you go into the word and the meaning and the concordance of what Greek is, it's Hellen, which means Hellenized Jew, which means Greek-speaking Jew. If you read the book of First Maccabees, it talks about how the Israelites, who are the southern kingdom, the northern kingdom had already fled over here from Assyrian captivity, were put under the rule of Antiochus Epiphanes, and under his
I don't
rule,
have no idea what you're talking about, bro.
I'm trying to educate you right
I ain't never heard of that. Ever.
now. That's why you came here. Man's
No.
goings are of the Lord.
No,
Proverbs
what I
20:24.
came here, no, that ain't why I came here. I'm gonna tell you what
Why'd
I
you
came
come
here.
here then?
I'm gonna tell you why I came here. I came here to pose that question. That if y'all don't believe that Jesus has come, and y'all don't believe that Jesus
Well, you just said the J wasn't in the right.
okay, yeah,
You
but
told me
that,
the
no,
right name.
that's
So
what
you
I
know-
that's
so
what
you know
I
that's
that's
not
what I
his name?
said that they say. All right. But at the same time, there's a lot that I don't know. I'm not proclaiming to know everything, but what I do know is this: is that if you don't believe the New Testament, in the New
We
Testament,
believe the New Testament,
Yeah,
man.
we believe the new and
well,
the old.
from what I understand, is that you don't believe in the New Testament.
Well, you haven't sat down and listened to us for
No.
long
Well,
enough.
I've heard this sect of it though.
It's all good.
We're all
You see what I'm
different.
saying?
There's
So, but if you don't believe that Jesus was his name, that I have to call his name in order for me to be heard by God, that he is, you do believe that he is the living son of, the
Can I
son of
read you a
God.
precept?
Where is this out of? The Apocrypha?
I can read you one in the Apocrypha. I can read you one in the New Testament or the Old Testament. There's many precepts that go into the importance of the name.
Okay.
Having it.
All right.
I'll read you one of the Psalms.
That's the Old Testament. Read me about the coming of Christ. Read me about the new covenant.
Well, he's throughout the whole scriptures.
Yes, he is.
The scriptures say that I come in the volume of the book.
Right, but let me ask you one question though, for real though, bro. What good is it going to do for me to recognize who I am in this world based on my color or my heritage even, if it has nothing to do with Christ Jesus? That's not going to get me to
You're coming
heaven.
in the wrong name, though.
But that's not going to get me to heaven, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's not going to get me salvation. You see, that's not going to get me freedom.
Salvation comes with having the right name.
Salvation is in the Son of God.
Okay, let me read you.
Awesome.
Let me read you a precept that's in the New Testament that goes into the importance of the name. John 3:18. Can you get John 3:18?
Hold on, I'm finna pull it up on mine.
An apocrypha also means hidden away. That's why they took the apocrypha.
But then why would the devil doesn't have that kind of power?
John 16.
Well, you know who the devil is, right?
He's Satan, Lucifer, fallen angel.
The devil's Esau Edom, the white man.
See, and that's another thing. That's another thing that they think.
John 16.
Listen. Why in the world? Let me ask you something. Why would
John
God?
3:18.
Why would God allow us to be misinformed of who He is and what He has done for us through the attempt of man? Even that attempt ain't of man. Is through Satan, through man. Why would we not have the truth?
I'll give Revelation Matthew 13 is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom. The person who you call Jesus actually talked about it, and it's actually written in the Old Testament that it would happen to our people. Jeremiah 17:4,
Deuteronomy, all of that, 28, all of that stuff. I mean, I have yet to collect. I have yet to collect the whole thought process about it. But what my thing is that information, dude, is not going to get me close to God.
Let me get a precept for you.
That information is not going to get me salvation.
Let me get a precept for you. This is what I would advise you to do when you approach men who are teaching. Ecclesiastes 5:1.
Hold on, let me pull that up.
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. So you would come, I would advise you, when you come to men who are out there teaching and you are inquiring to learn, be more ready to hear than to speak.
But I've heard it.
Well, if you've heard it, why are you coming up here for it then?
Because I just wanted to make sure it was the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
The same thing that I heard. They were dressed in purple.
That's IUIC.
So that is a different sect.
It's a different sect.
Yeah.
You know what they teach? They teach that they teach in that name, Christ Jesus. And the reason why they teach in that name,
Not what I heard.
you know why they teach in that name? They have a 501c3. And that's a contract with the government to teach you lies. I actually did a video on it. The 501 with the
Now, I
501c3,
believe that stuff happens.
with the 501c3, it's a contract with the American government that you have to teach a doctrine that's approved by the IRS and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And you actually have to
To
teach.
stand on the corner like this and teach it publicly.
You have to teach what they approve you to teach.
You have to have that standing like right here doing that.
No,
When you
they
have a
are-
501c3, when you have a contract with,
Or they do for
they
standing.
do,
Yeah.
they do.
Standing like this,
Like the
teaching,
Christian church,
they
like
have
the
to have
Catholic
that.
church.
Like every single church, 99.9% of them have a 501c3.
How do y'all
That's a
feel
tax.
about- how do y'all
That's a
feel-
tax exemption.
How do y'all feel about
I got
the Freemasons?
Well, technically, IUIC is Freemasons in a sense because they have a contract with the devil, man.
Yeah, I believe that.
You know,
yeah,
and that's a contract.
That's who they working for.
That's a contract with the nation of Edom. You know, and there's plenty of precepts that go into who the nation of Esau
when you
Edom
say,
is.
but then you say the white man,
The so-called
as
white
if
man.
as if God didn't create all people.
Yeah, he did.
All right, that he came for the Jew first.
Proverbs 16:4.
Hold on, Jesus came for the Jew
This is
first.
actually the 12 tribes of Israel.
Proverbs-
All the people.
Proverbs
Right here,
16:4.
Check this out.
Yeah, that's the 12 tribes.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you see what they all are?
Why did the
Those
scripture?
are actually the sons of the power. Okay, those are actually the chosen line of people.
that rejected Jesus. Or
No,
Yeshua.
we went on. No, the Harashah.
Yeah. He rejected the Son of God. So Paul came. So Jesus sent Paul for the Gentiles.
The Gentiles weren't actually Greek people, man. They were people who were Hellenized, people who were forced to keep the Greek customs,
But why?
who didn't know that they were Israelites.
But why would God, if so intricately important in detail, why would God keep something so important, allow the enemy to keep something so important away from us?
Because there's people he didn't want to get it, man. Because he doesn't love everybody.
But we didn't come into a realization about this until now. Recently,
Proverbs 16 and 4.
right?
Let me read your precept. Just listen, brother. Just listen, brother. Proverbs 16 and 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Isaiah 45 and 7.
God uses all of it.
Yeah. He creates evil as well. He creates evil people.
He uses all of it.
Yeah. John 3:18.
I also got Deuteronomy 28.
But see, man, this is another philosophy.
Probably, it's probably wasted on
John 3:16. Is that John
3 and 18. And that word world in John 3 and 16 doesn't mean everybody. That means cosmos. That means a specific world within a world. If you go on, that's the thing, is you have to get into the actual words and what those words mean.
That's a doctrine. You see what I'm saying? Of man's understanding as far as man can gather. You see what I'm saying? That's asphyxiated on a belief based on a feeling.
I gotta
bro.
get this one.
You see what I'm saying? That's based on a feeling. And an
What
emotion.
book chapter and verse is that in that you're talking right now?
I'm reading John 16. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son.
That
whosoever
word.
believeth
Okay.
in Him
So let me
shall
get
not perish.
Let me get another precept.
Whosoever.
Okay.
The word world means cosmos.
Yeah. Okay. Romans 9 and 4. Let's just cut all that out right now.
You
Romans
gotta
9 and
look
4
deeper into the word.
in the precept.
Dude, do you not believe in the Holy Spirit? Do you not believe
believe in
that? Do you not believe that Jesus sent His
Romans
Spirit
9 and 4.
to live inside of us, so that He is the leader amongst all truth and knowledge of God?
Okay.
Hold on, answer that question, bro. Do y'all believe that?
Okay, Romans 9 and 4. Who are the Israelites to whom pertaineth the adoption? Who are the Israelites?
Romans 9 and 3. Start with Romans 9 and 3.
Who are you asking me? Who are the Israelites?
Hey, you want to do more listening than talking right now, please?
Okay, Romans 9 and 3.
Dude, I'm a free being, bro.
For I could wish that myself
stunt
were
me, bro.
accused.
All right, just be feet, bro. It's
For I
not
could-
for you. It's not for
For I
you.
could wish that myself were accused from, it says right here, Christ, but we know that's Hamashiach.
And see,
We
that's
go
just the
into
thing. I feel you,
Studies the words.
and I feel you too, bro. But that's
From
just
my
the thing.
brethren, my kinsmen, right? According to the flesh.
Flesh means descendants. It means bloodline descendants.
Okay,
Now, if
hold
you go
on.
to Galatians,
Romans what?
Galatians 3, I'm gonna get Galatians 3 and 29.
Romans 9 and 3. Hold on, you keep going. We gotta stay in one place. Romans 9 and 9 and what? Romans 9 and what?
Galatians
9 and 3.
Galatians 3 and 28, and we'll read 29 as well. There is neither Jew nor Greek. If you go into that word Greek, it means Hellenized. Hellenist.
What's that
Hellenistus. That means a Hellenized Jew. That means a person who is living in the land who discontinued from their heritage as it goes back to the curses. Jeremiah 17 and 4, Deuteronomy 28. Like, for example,
I get what you're saying.
you call yourself black, right?
Yeah.
You know, black wasn't the actual nationality until like the 1700s.
Actually, to be correct, I really call myself a child of God first.
I'm just saying though.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't
Those nationalities didn't come into place until a certain person named you black. And who's that person?
Well, I feel that.
Yeah, who do you pay taxes to?
I feel, but you
Whose
know what?
face is on the money?
The whole
Whose face is on the money?
wait. Even in the biblical days, it says that Moses married a black woman. All right.
Book,
What
chapter,
about-
and verse. What does it say?
I don't know, but it's in there.
It's not in there.
Yes, it
It
is.
doesn't say it like that.
Well, it doesn't say it like
It's not
that,
speaking off his own
but
heart,
we
man.
know that she
Isaiah
is.
8:20,
We
Isaiah
know
8:20.
that from the way he speaks it, that she
Galatians
is a darker woman.
Galatians 3 and 28. There is neither Jew nor Greek.
You say I must listen, but you're not willing to listen to me.
Bro, you're coming here. What are you coming here for then, man?
I mean, I'm trying to get.
You're not
an
trying to do anything
understanding
but
on
cause
what
strife,
it is
man.
that y'all. No, I'm not, man.
Can you be feet? Can you be feet? please.
You're asking a question, and then we're
We're answering it, and you're trying to talk over us.
But I have no idea what you're talking about.
We want to go in here. Isaiah 8 and 20.
I'm not gonna deal with you, man. I'm trying to be patient with you, but it's just not for you, man.
Yeah, and I feel you.
All right.
Because it's not.
All right, bye.
All right.
Isaiah 8 and 20. You should read that?
Let's keep teaching, man. Because he was starting to get me stirred up, man. You know? So, were we at Proverbs 22 and 3?
Okay, Proverbs 20.
We were in the spirit, and then this guy, that's the thing about it is,
That's a scholar.
that's why I like coming out here at nighttime, because I don't get these weird conversations like I have with this dude, man. Somebody trying to talk over you, you're trying to teach them, and then they won't hear or receive anything. And that's because Yahweh Shem Yahshai has poured the deep sleep on that guy, man. You know?
Yeah.
Isaiah 6 and 9 and 10, man.
There were so many priests.
Isaiah 29 and 10.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to go into, let's just get it for edification's sake.
I
We'll
got
get Isaiah
I'll
8,
hold this.
Isaiah 8 and 20. Or yeah, Proverbs 22 and 3. I'll finish where I was starting at to make the point. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond or free. There is neither male nor female. For ye are all one in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Now, if you go into that word Greek, it means Hellen, Hellenized. You know, a Greek-speaking Jew, man. You know.
Yeah.
Galatians 3 and 29. And if ye be Hamashiachs, then ye are all Abraham's seed. And if you go into that word seed, it means sperma. That means descendant. You know, the man carries a seed. So to be Abraham's seed, that means you came from his sperm, you know, through Isaac, through Jacob, you know, because Romans 9 and 4, the promises, the service of the Most High, that was all given into the Israelites, man. You know, the covenant of salvation, all of that, you know. There was no other people that were there when Moses was given the laws from the Most High, man. There was no other nation of people there, you know. And you can jump into the book of Isaiah 40 and 17, 40 and 15. My phone's about to die. Just wrap it on up. You know, we'll continue. You know, if the Spirit allows, get out here Thursday. You know.
Okay.
You got Thursday off.
Yeah.
I'm not really doing anything right now. You know. So
I had the Proverbs 22 and 3.
22 and 3. Yeah. We'll close out with the last few set of precepts. I got a little bit of life left. Still rolling too. Yeah, that guy's ridiculous, man. You know, I get wicked ass Jakes that come down here in that we love all spirit.
Well, he said like 10 names.
Yeah, he said like 10 different names. And he's like, I'm trying to learn. I don't care what you're talking about. What the fuck you hear, man?
They were going precept upon precept.
Yeah.
I knew.
That was like, I was getting ready to go Isaiah 8 and 20. You know, according to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it's because there's no light in them, man. Yeah. And I was like, what book, chapter, and verse is that understanding of Moses with the black and all that? You know, that's not written like that. You know.
Maybe I think he was talking about the bosom or something. Yeah, he was off. Yeah, that's
Now Moses had concubines, I believe. You know.
Yeah.
I think one of them was an Egyptian. You know, I believe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
But it doesn't say that she was black. You know. You know.
And even if it was,
it wasn't worded like
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't worded.
It was worded like, I think he took an Egyptian. You know, so on and so forth. You know.
So you want me to read that Proverbs 22 and 3? A prudent man.
Yeah, prudent man foreseeth the evil.
A prudent man, Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth evil and hide himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. By humility and fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, are riches and honor and life.
That's what it said. Proverbs, 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil, man. And we're able to foresee the evil because Yahweh Shem Yahushai has given us the understanding, man. You know? And that's how we know that Esau, Edom, is the devil, man. You know, that's how we know who the wicked are, man. That's how we know the chocolate chip is the mark of the beast, man. You know, that's how we know who our people are, man. You know, that's how we know that all nations can be saved, man. You know, Hebrews 12 and 16 and 17, Baba Kasha. You know, Esau found no place of repentance, man. And that's in the New Testament, you know. So why is that there then? You know, if he loves everybody then, you know? Why did Esau not get any place of repentance? And why is that in the New Testament then? if that's the angry God of the Old Testament. Malachi 3 and 6, I change not. You know, for I am the Lord, I change not.
So Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inheritance in the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it out carefully with tears.
Found no place of repentance, man. You can't save Esau, man. You know? Yahweh Hashem Yahshai doesn't love everybody. You know? That's why there's an elect. Because he didn't want all Israel to get it. Romans 9 and 6, you know?
The wicked.
You know? Bobby Scott, can you get that? I'll get Proverbs 2 and 10 and 11. Wrap it up in like the next 10 minutes.
All right. You said
Proverbs 2, Romans 9 and 6. Not all Israel are Israel. Okay. This guy was coming at me so hard with so many different. He was trying to twist me up. That's the spirit of Shaitan on him, man. You know, the spirit of the adversary on him, man.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that.
I was getting ready to come.
So as soon as we said something about Esau, if it was so-called white man, he said, "Oh man, I can't do it."
Yeah,
but he can do it.
That's crazy. The same
That's
man,
our people.
the same man that beat the shit out of you, changed your nationality, stole your nationality,
Raped your women.
you know, raped your women, ripped babies out of wounds, fed us to alligators, you know, ripped
Put our
people,
women against this.
ripped men limb by limb with the horses.
Yeah.
You know, if you go into the Levi's logo, that's what that's about.
Yeah.
You know? And you want to save that nigga, man. You know? That's why 2/3 of our people gotta go, man. You know? The house of Saul, man. You know? The house of Saul is waxing weaker, and that's the house of Saul, man. Yeah. Live and direct, man. The house of Saul, man. You know?
So,
And that's why David said, I hate them that hate thee with perfect hatred. We were just talking about that before we pulled up.
Yeah.
We hate them with perfect hatred, man. You know? You pull up talking about all nations can be saved, you don't get the word, you reject it, we hate you with perfect hatred, man. You know, unless you repent, man. You know? Because there's still light, there's still hope. You know, if you're an Israelite, you can, you know, realize that, hey, I was tripping, man. You know? You do have people who are former scoffers actually in this thing and mighty, you know? So anything can happen, but we hate you with perfect hatred, man. You know, unless you repent, man. You know?
So you want to bring out Romans 9 and 6?
Yep. Because not all Israel is Israel, man.
Okay.
That guy's obviously, you know, the thing about it, that dark ass nigga could have been an Edomite. Because you have chocolate Edomites.
Yeah.
You know? 5-6 generations back, you know, Mr. Johnson pumped his grandma, man. You know? And then that baby came out light-skinned. Then they put him in the field with all the other slaves. You know, the slave owner rejected him. He knocked up a black woman. Baby came out looking like Cuba Gooding Jr. Then his baby came out looking like Denzel Washington, that color, you know. And then he just kept on getting darker and darker and darker. But you really are the seed of an Edomite, man. And spiritually, you have the seed of an Edomite because you want to save this nigga, man. Go ahead.
All right, Romans 9 and 6. Not as thou the word of Yahweh hath taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
Not all Israel's Israel. You can see, live and direct, that guy had the spirit of Esau, Edom on him. He had the doctrine of the serpent on him, man. You know? Thou shalt surely not die, you know?
Yep.
He probably about to go to that Maxwell concert. You know what I'm saying?
He probably already got it.
He probably already got it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of the Lord having him come up just to get cut up like that. And he wasn't even accepting it. And I wasn't trying to cut the guy up. I was just trying to give him education. But after a while, you just lose patience. Be like, man, get the heck up out of here, man. What are you here for, man? Yeah. Oh, I agree, but I don't agree. Yeshua, Yahuwah, Yahweh, fuck out of here, man.
Yep. Mocking the name.
Mocking. We were going into the importance of the name before that happened.
Yep.
You know?
Mocking.
And lo and behold,
Yep.
a person that doesn't have the name or doesn't respect the name comes up. And then he rejects the precepts. You know? Proverbs 2 and 10. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee. And wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you know, shall be the stability of thy times, you know? Isaiah 33 and 6, I believe, you know? I get that, Baba Kasha. I'll get the next series of precepts.
33 and 6.
Isaiah 33 and 6. We only got 4 more to go. So I'll get Proverbs 1 and 7. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And our people despise wisdom and instruction, man. They despise Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. You know? And we didn't even get a chance to break out John 3 and 18, you know?
Yep.
And that goes into the importance of the name. And that's in the New Testament, you know? I'll get it.
But he knew all the names.
But he knew all the names. The names.
The names, yeah, they're not.
He
Not
knew-
the one name.
And we were going into that earlier, the knockoff names.
Yeah.
And lo and behold,
Yeah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has an Israelite come up with all the knockoff names.
Yep.
Call on
That
Yahweh
was-
Ba'Shem
yeah,
Yahushai.
Rocket the house.
Rocket the Yahweh
Yeah, that was more than we even knew.
You know? Yeah, he had new names. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even know them names. He had like, you know, they make those?
Yeah.
You know?
So I got Isaiah 33 and 6.
Yep. Bring that out.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of times, and the strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord Yahushai is his treasure.
Yep. Going back to Proverbs 1 and 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You know? Let me get that again. Then I'm going to get John 3 and 18.
Which one you want?
I'm going to get John 3 and 18.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Proverbs 1 and 7 again. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. I'll bring that, Isaiah. You still got that? You still holding it?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
33 and 7?
33 and 6. Baba Kasha.
Oh, okay. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of times, and the strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai and his treasure.
The fear of the Lord, man. Wisdom and knowledge will give you the fear of the Lord, man. You know? Proverbs 1 and 7. To fear, it's like it. Proverbs 1 and 7 from the top. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. The fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And that man didn't fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai didn't give him the name. You know?
Yep.
And that's why that man doesn't have wisdom or knowledge or understanding. You know? He's a walking ICBM target. You
Talker
know?
instead of a listener.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I said, keep thy foot. You know?
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I listen. I know all the names. Nigga, shut up, bro.
And then he was mocking. So I got Galatians 6 and 7, which
Yep.
is talking about mocking. So be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked, for whatever a man soweth, they shall also reap. So like that man right there, he's not speaking on the Heavenly Father's name, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem in the name Yahushai. He's Ba'Shem in the name of the Rokah Kadash. So he's not coming in the true name. So he's actually mocking the Lord. And
Yep.
And 2/3 of our people shall be judged, in the latter days, which is the time coming up right now.
John 3 and 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he had not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. He had not believed in the only begotten Son of Yahweh, man. That's why he didn't have the name. That's why he didn't have wisdom and knowledge, because he didn't fear the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's read it again. And then get Sirach. Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 28. Yep. John 3 and 18 again from the top. Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 28. Baba Kasha. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he had not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of Yahweh. And he had not believed in the only begotten name. You know? Proverbs 30 and 4. I'll bring what you're going to bring out.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 28. For Yahweh loved none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
Exactly.
So that's what we were bringing out in Isaiah 33 and 6. The wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
yep.
For she, we'll read that. Keep going down.
No, that's
okay,
Proverbs.
That's
that's it. You know, because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai loveth none, but he that dwelleth with wisdom. And to dwell with wisdom, you have to fear the Lord.
That's right.
You know, and that you'll have the name. You know, you have the name.
That's right.
I'll get Proverbs 30 and 4, and then since we're going rapid speed, Sirach 19, 18 through 20. That's like my favorite go-to precept when it comes to fearing Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Proverbs 30 and 4. It's like it. Proverbs 30 and 4. who had ascended up into heaven or descended, who had gathered the wind in his fist, who had bound the waters in a garment, who had established all the ends of the earth. What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? And this man didn't know the names, you know? And you can only be saved through the name, man. You know? You got to have the name to be preserved. That's in Psalms 91. I'm going to get that as well. Bring out
Sirach.
Yep.
What was it? You said 19 and I didn't get the
18 through 20. Baba Kishon.
Oh, 18 to 20. Okay. So Sirach, better known Ecclesiastes 18 and 20.
19 and 19.
Oh, yeah, you said 19 before.
19 and then 18 through 20, verses.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Sirach 19. You're right
Okay,
there.
I got you. Okay, got you. All right, so 19 and 18, Sirach. Fear of the Lord, Yahawashi, is the first step to be accepted of him, and the wisdom to obtain his love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord Yahawashi is the doctrine of life, and that do all things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree and immortality.
But to receive that, you got to fear the Lord. You know, it said the first in 19 and 18. It said what? The fear. Start getting from the top of Kishon.
Okay, the fear of the Lord Yahawashi is the first step to be accepted of him, and the wisdom obtain his love.
So to be accepted of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua, you got to fear him. You know, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Get 20, Baba Kishon.
Okay. So 19 and 20, the fear of the Lord Yahawashi is all wisdom, and all wisdom is the performance of the law, and the knowledge of his omnipotency.
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 Con.
Like-
And you got to fear. It says the fear, right?
Yep.
The fear. It
Yep,
says
the fear of the Lord Yahawashi is all wisdom.
Yep. You know, Psalms 91 and 14. Because he had set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high because he hath known my name. To be delivered, you got to know the name. Psalms 91 and 14. Sirach 17 and 10. And the elect shall praise his holy name. That means the elect will have the name. And the non-elect won't have the name. You know? Psalms 91 and 14. Because he hath set his love upon me, because he had fear for the Lord, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high because he hath known my name. That means if you don't know the name, you're not going to be delivered. You know?
That's right.
You know?
Yep.
Yep. And that, if you're not delivered, that means you didn't have knowledge, because you rejected the name of the only begotten Son. You know. 2nd Ezra 9 through 12. I'm gonna get Proverbs 24, 1 and 24 through 30. We'll wrap it on up. Camera's almost dying as well. Got a little life left on it. Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua Barakatah Shawab. Shalom. Salaki, if I've been ignoring the comment board, I just been in the spirit. Sometimes it happens like that. I know he has a portable charger, but I don't want to take up all the brother's time, you know. Plus, I'm a little tired. You know, I was up till like 3 o'clock in the morning last night listening to that video I made, making sure it was on point, you know. Proof listening. And I just wanted to hear it. Sometimes you do a lesson, you listen to it, you know, just to make sure it was on point, to make sure, okay, see if you can get better at certain things. See,
put that point in there.
Yeah, I forgot to bring that precept out. That's all good. You know, they call it film study, like they do in the NFL. Watch your film yourself, you know. Listen to your own lessons, you know. Make sure what you're bringing out is lining up. If it isn't, delete that bug.
Yeah, exactly.
Redo it over again, man. You know.
That's for the spirit to be upon you.
Yep. Just wrapping on up.
So 2nd Ezra is 9.
We've been out here almost 2 hours, man. Hour and 53 minutes. It's a good camp session. We were in the spirit too, man. And we had the bug guy Jake come up. We had to cut him up. And we were just talking about people who had the knockoff name. And then, lo and behold, Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua delivers a reprobate spirit that had the knockoff name, that was mocking the name, talking about 15 different names, 15 different doctrines, didn't want to listen. And we were talking about imputed stupid children too.
I don't know what kind of hat that was.
Had the little safari hat. You know, the blackness
so
hat.
He could have had all, you know, he could have been maybe both of those, right?
You know,
Judah and Benjamin.
Through, man.
Yeah, then
Jake,
rejected
man.
everything.
Jake always makes camp entertaining when Jake comes through and it's bugged out, man. It's fucked up to see our people in that spirit, but in the kingdom, if he's an Israelite, he'll be in his right mind. Yeah. You know, if he's not a knockoff baby.
I know the true name.
He's not a knockoff baby. What I mean by
Terry.
you know,
Terry.
he ain't stepped on. The Israelite that stepped on,
Yep,
you know,
yep.
a non-Israelite, you know what I'm saying, not pure, you know.
I got 2nd Ezra 9 and 12.
Yeah, 9 through 12. Yep.
9 through 12?
9 through 12. Yep, right there.
Oh, 9 through 12. Okay. 9 through 12. Okay,
Yep.
sorry. So then shall they be in a pitful. Sorry, let me reduce it.
Yep.
Then shall they be in a pitful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in the torments, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place have repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Yep, and this man despised the word.
Yep.
You know, coming against the holy name, you're giving him the name, he wants to reject it. Talking about, I know better. Well, where's your camp at, man?
All the
answers.
answers.
You know, got all the answers, don't want to listen, but want to learn. Like, that's why I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. You know? You try to be patient with Jake, but Jake get on your nerves, man. You know?
Yeah.
And brother was making the comment on the comment board 2 weeks ago. You can see why Yahweh Shai had a hair full of grays, you know?
Yeah.
And why those
Why
old,
baby,
yeah, you know, Jake bugged out, stressing you out, man. You know, the disciples probably wanting to be simple. Yahweh Shai cussing them out, you know. That's why a lot of the men of the Lord had gray hairs, man. You know, who was that? Elisha had a bald head. You know, Jake stressing them out, man. You know, coming up to the camp talking shit, want to take over the camera, want to teach, want to listen, then want to learn. You know, that's why the prophets were catching hell, man. And this is just a glimpse of, you know, the hell the prophets are catching, man, because they didn't have cameras to record it.
And then he wanted to also he wanted to know if you were live, you know, if we were live. Like, what is the difference if you just wanted to learn while So
Jake,
he wanted the starlight too. He wanted he wanted to be a star. Yeah.
He wanted that vainglory, you know. You know.
So I got 9 and 12.
Jake's stressing you out, man. You know, I forgot a few precepts I was about to bring out, man. You know, Jake could do that to you, man. The same.
Oh, I got the last.
Same must know it by
yep.
after death by pain. Yeah.
Yep. The same must know it after death by pain.
Yep. And men like that will have to know, you know, they're an Israelite in the kingdom. If he's an Israelite after death by pain, man, you know, after he's rejected the name of the only begotten Son and the Heavenly Father, mocked the prophets, wanted to save Esau, you know, didn't want to keep thy foot. I want to learn, but I want to talk over you. Are you live? The name don't matter, but Esau matters.
He did get upset. He did get upset.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah,
why,
I can't go with that.
yeah, that's why you just get tired of Jake sometimes. But get out of here, man. You know?
But he knew it though. He didn't know it. He just didn't.
He
want
knew
it
it all,
He
though.
couldn't accept it.
He knew it all, though, man.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm going to get Proverbs 1:24 through 30, and I'm going to wrap it up. And Honor and Ratazah, some solid edification came out of today's camp session. Lord's will. Proverbs 1:24, because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. And that's what this man did. You know, we stretched out the hand with the name of the only begotten Son and the Heavenly Father, and this man slapped away the hand, man. That's what our people do, because they're Sodom's children, you know. Slack it. Proverbs 1:25, but ye have set at not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also, Slakia, will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And the prophets are laughing right now because you don't understand, you know, the breakdown, man. You know? We're having a righteous chuckle at this Jake that came up to the camp, you know, who didn't get it. And now this man's marked, you know, unless he repents. He disrespected the name of the Lord, disrespected the servants out there, you know, doing the work, you know, said the name don't matter, you know, lineage doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Tried to come with some John 3:16, you know. I want to learn, but I want to teach, but I don't want you to talk over me, but I want to learn from you. But I want to talk though. That's why the men of the Lord were constantly cussing out wicked Israelites, man. You know? Because they had to deal with this in the old times, man. You know, Jake wanted to come up, act like they want to learn, then go tell.
Because you
Then go
want to
tell the
help,
wicked
yeah.
rulers in that city that you have men prophesying to try to get them men killed.
Yep.
You know, when the bounty is issued, that's going to be one of the niggas that tells on people, man. You know.
Yeah, they're right over there.
Yeah,
Mission
they were.
Field, yeah.
Yep, and they were talking. They were preaching in Yahweh Shai.
they
Where's
have
my reward
fridges,
at?
yeah,
Yep. Money on my chip. Man, what? A pizza with bacon and pork on it? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't believe in that name. Yeah. Give me that pizza.
Padre game.
You know?
Padre game.
Shalom. Hey, how's it going?
You gotta go to the bathroom again?
Proverbs 1:27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, your distress and anguish cometh upon you. And that man is going to be screaming and howling in that day, man. You know? Through, man.
It's like you just that lady just came up. We were talking about the pizza,
Yeah.
and then she just had a pizza in her hand.
I seen that pizza. That's all I was talking
that's
about.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just, you know,
I thought that was
she's
the
using the elements, you know?
Oh, okay.
No.
That's right.
I seen her with the pizza. I was like, yeah.
Okay.
Because people are going to be selling people out for food, man.
That's right.
Because when that famine hits, there's nothing there, but the government has food, and it's pork. You know,
That's what
The
I was
Greeks,
thinking
that's
about.
the Greeks.
The pepperoni or sausage,
Yeah.
whatever.
And she probably got pork on that
Yeah,
pizza, though.
Karen, probably a meat
Most
lover
likely.
is a meat lover.
She said, "What's up, King?" And then she got a pizza full of pork on it, man. That's Eve, though. You know, she voted for the Pride, and then gets mad when a tranny whips out his rod. You know, or not a tranny, but a person who identifies himself as a female whips out his rod at the spa. But she voted for it, and then she gets mad. Bitch, she voted for it.
Yep.
You know,
Biden.
you know, Biden, man.
Yep.
You know, 1400, right? You won the 1400, right?
Yep.
That's what you got. You know, 1400.
Still,
You got 1400.
Yep.
You know.
And that's it.
Proverbs 1:28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they that hated knowledge, and to fear the Lord means you're going to have the knowledge, you know? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And the fear of the Lord, you know, is the strength of salvation, roughly paraphrasing. To get the knowledge so you won't be shook in that day, you got to fear the Lord, you know? The fear of the Lord is key, man, you know? That's why David was asking, you know, to not have the Holy Spirit stripped from him, man, because he feared Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you know? Cast me not out of thy presence and take not thy Holy Spirit away from me, you know? Roughly paraphrasing, Psalms 51:11. Proverbs 1:29. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that it's like they would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. And wicked jakes like that despise all the reproof. You tried to give him reproof, you know, tried to correct him, tried to give him the name, he rejected it, man. And the same shall know after death by pain, you know? So with that, we'd like to close on out. And in closing, let's turn to the east. Give all praises, honor, it's all good. Give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh B'Hashem.